You are standing in the middle of a beautiful forest, but you are so busy counting the thorns on a single bush that you haven't noticed the sun is setting on the entire view. Overthinking is the art of creating problems that weren't even there in the first place. It is the heavy fog that settles over your mind, making a simple pebble look like a mountain and a quiet breeze sound like a hurricane. We have all been there, lying awake at 2 a.m., replaying a conversation from 3 years ago, or paralyzing ourselves with 100 what-if scenarios about a meeting that hasn't happened yet. But here's the truth. Your brain is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. When you overthink, you aren't solving your life. You are simply rehearsing your misery. The famous writer Virginia Woolf once said, "No need to hurry, no need to sparkle, no need to be anybody but oneself." Yet overthinking makes us feel like we must be everywhere at once. We feel that if we just think about a problem long enough, we will find the perfect answer. But perfection is a ghost. It doesn't exist. In the real world, the best decision is often just the one you actually make. When you spend all your energy analyzing every possible outcome, you suffer from analysis paralysis. You become like a runner who is so worried about their form that they never actually leave the starting blocks. As the great philosopher Seneca warned us nearly 2,000 years ago, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Think about that for a second. Most of the things you worried about last year never actually happened. You put yourself through the stress, the tears, and the sleepless nights for a ghost that never showed up. Overthinking usually comes from a place of wanting to be safe. We think that if we can predict every possible disaster, we can prevent it. It's a survival mechanism gone wrong. But life is messy, unpredictable, and wonderfully chaotic. You cannot think your way out of uncertainty. The legendary Bruce Lee famously said, "If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done." He understood that greatness requires flow, not friction. Overthinking is pure friction. It's like trying to drive a car with the emergency brake pulled up. You're revving the engine, your mind is racing, but you're going nowhere, and you're burning out the machine. There is a big difference between reflection and rumination. Reflection is when you look at a problem, find a solution, and take a step. It leads to action. Rumination is when you look at a problem, find 10 more problems, and sit down in despair. It leads to a dead end. If your thoughts aren't leading to a next step, they aren't helping you. They are just noise. Winston Churchill once said, "When I look back on all these worries, I remember the story of the old man who said on his deathbed that he had had a lot of trouble in his life, most of which had never happened." Don't be that old man. Don't wait until the end of your life to realize that your worries were just bad fiction stories you wrote for yourself. If you want to stop the noise, you have to change your relationship with your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are the person listening to them. Here is how to turn down the volume. 1. The 5-second rule. Mel Robbins, a modern motivational powerhouse, suggests that when you have an impulse to act but your mind starts trying to talk you out of it, you count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This interrupts the loop in your brain and forces you to move before your overthinking can sabotage you. 2. Give yourself a worry window. If you can't stop thinking, give yourself 10 minutes. Set a timer. Think as hard as you can. Worry about everything. Write it down. When the timer dings, you are done. The rest of the day belongs to the real world, not the thought world. 3. Choose good enough. In a world of infinite choices, we often overthink because we want the best choice. But good enough is often the secret to happiness. A good enough workout you actually do is 100% better than the perfect workout you spent 3 hours researching but never started. 4. Focus on the next smallest step. Don't think about the whole staircase. Just think about the next step. If you are overwhelmed by a project, don't think about the deadline. Think about the first sentence. Action is the greatest cure for overthinking. Once you start moving, the fog begins to clear. Think about a child playing. They aren't worried about whether they look silly. They aren't wondering if they should have used the blue crayon instead of the red one 10 minutes ago. They are just there. As we grow up, we lose that. We become editors of our own lives instead of the authors. We spend so much time editing the past and pre-editing the future that we forget to live the present page. The famous spiritual teacher Lao Tzu said, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present." Peace is found in the now. It's found in the taste of your coffee, the feeling of the wind on your face, and the sound of a friend's voice. None of those things require thinking. They only require being. The root of overthinking is often a lack of trust in yourself. You overthink because you are afraid you won't be able to handle it if things go wrong. But look at your track record. You have survived 100% of your hardest days. You have figured out problems you thought were impossible. You have navigated storms you didn't see coming. Why do you doubt that you can do it again? You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to trust that when the time comes, you will find the answer, just like you always have. Life is a gift, but it is a short one. Every hour you spend overthinking is an hour you didn't spend living. Don't let your mind become a prison. Stop trying to figure it all out. You aren't a computer, you're a human being. Some things aren't meant to be solved. They are meant to be experienced. So take a deep breath. Realize that right now, in this very second, you are okay. The sky hasn't fallen. The world is still turning. Get out of your head and get into your life. The world is waiting for you to show up, not just to think about showing up.